I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Turn me up, kid Spiral.
Boys and girls, what's the story? Welcome to episode 7 of the If I Speak podcast. Got a special guest in the building. We got family in the building. My brother. Introduce yourself.
My name is Sean Dongo. I am 22 years of age.
I didn't ask your age. Just say your name. No one asked you for your name, you big tick. But listen, we got my brother here in the building. Family. Absolute top guy. Fucking funny guy. So hopefully this is a good episode because there's a lot of things that I want to touch on, and I know I said, a lot of my things I want to do is educational and stuff like that, but I'm peed off, and the sport that I love, especially in this country, there's just a couple of things I want to get off my chest. So I brought the perfect person that has been through similar experiences as me. I'm just gonna have a conversation. I'm just gonna spaz. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a mad one. Before we start, Sean, how are you? What's the story? How's it going? How's Matt?
Yeah, I'm good. She's good. Obviously,
Yeah?
keeping well.
How's your dad? You alright?
On the way to Congo, yeah. Oh,
Who's on Congo, man?
Papa, you got stuck in the airport actually. He texted me today, yeah. He goes, tell Sophia that he said,
Wait. Is he not in Paris? An orgy joke.
Brussels. He's going from Brussels to Congo, no? That's what he told me anyways. But he texted me today anyways and goes, I'm stuck in the airport. He goes, I think I'm going to miss my flight. he goes, I swear to God, he texted me, he goes, ask Sophia to check me in. So I text Sophia, yeah, and then I sent her the screenshot.
Yeah.
Like 1 hour later, she still didn't open the message. I rang her. I goes, where are you? She goes, oh, I'm in Goodies.
Yeah.
She was.
She was up there with Amy and Tiago.
I goes, what you been doing the last hour? She goes, nothing. I go, your dad's stranded in Brussels, and like you're not checking your phone. Like you're meant to help him and all. And then she was like, oh yeah, get off the phone.
Come here, before we start, tell them about that story. Remember Sophia, about that where he went to Germany?
Oh,
where he's got, tell him please, this story is too funny.
Dope. Imagine, we went to Germany 3 years ago, I think it's in 2018,
Yeah.
And obviously our dad's like mad, he books like one-way flight each time.
He thinks that's cheaper. He thinks by booking, like he gets there and then books back. He's just book the fucking flight, you big
He's
tick.
actually mad, right? And then when we were coming back, Sophia was in Mallorca. But the way he wanted to come back, because it was cheaper, he wanted to get a bus from Cologne to Paris.
Yeah.
And then fly home from Paris.
And
then from Brussels. We got to Brussels, and obviously Sophia's in Mallorca drinking and all. Sophia books a flight from Dublin to Brussels instead of Brussels to Dublin. Erda had Erda already got him and Brianna filled, so he had no money left. And then, what was it? He was ringing Sophia and all. Sophia's not answering, we're ringing Sophia, and I'm hearing like music in the background and all. She's like, oh, hi Sean and all. I'm like, about
I think she was at Fuse ODG.
Like, we're stuck here, like,
Yeah.
and, like, she wasn't texting back a lot. She was taking ages to text back. Sitting in the airport in Brussels. And we just ate. I said we just ate. And then Brianna goes, and these are the days when I had no phone. So I was using Brianna's phone the whole time. Best days ever, by the way. And then Brianna goes, oh, Dad, I'm hungry. I turned around in the airport. I grabbed her. I squeezed her wrist. I go, see you, we're just after getting something to eat. And he has no money left. And you're telling him you're fucking hungry. I go, I'll fucking kill you in the airport. And Brianna just let go of my arm like this. She goes, you're not using my phone. I grabbed the phone. I said, I'll fucking smash this phone off the ground. We were stuck there, right? Then we had to get a lift from Brussels to Paris. That was getting people to send them money and all. Could you imagine, right? We're waiting ages. This dodgy looking fella was like, oh, I'll give you a lift and all. He kept walking towards me. Oh, shit myself. I goes, we're not going with you. Then we seen one Congolese fella. I was like, yeah, right, we're going to get there. This was late at night. He opens his car door. Erda handed him 150 euros or something, yeah.
I thought you said you had no money.
People were sending money and all.
Oh, right, yeah.
A family of 7 Romanians were in the car already. So me and Brian had to squeeze in. There was 2 Romanian...
Look at 10 of sardines that car, was it?
There was 2 Romanian kids sleeping on my lap. So I didn't care about I didn't care about my clothes right, yeah. I just slept with my passport in my hand. As long as they didn't take my passport, I literally just slept in the car with the passport in the hand. We got there, and that airport that we went to in Paris, because there's more than one in Paris, that's not a 24-hour one. So we were outside in the freezing cold for ages. There was this French fella talking to her dad, and obviously I don't speak good French anymore now, so I was like, oh, what's this fella talking about? You talking about weed. He whipped out a bag of weed, trying to get her dad to smoke a joint with him and all. And then her dad, you know what her dad was like? He's like, yeah, but you didn't want to smoke it, like. But yeah, like, we didn't even get home till the next day. And obviously everyone knew about it. All the boys in the group chat were slagging me. Like, I rang Nathan and told Nathan that Sophie's not answering the phone and all. He's laughing. You're not meant to laugh in like situations like that. I think I rang you, you were laughing as well.
Of course I'm going to laugh, man, because obviously, listen, this is our family. People think, like I said, like, these jokes that I tell and all are fabricated jokes. These are real life situations. Our family is one of the funniest families. It's not real. There's not one normal person in that family but our dad. But anyways, look, let's get to the subject matter, Sean. Yeah, we're going to touch on your career, because one of the things I want to shine light on is, because a lot of like black people in Ireland, yeah, when we talk football, it's like it's very depressing and annoying. Yeah. And very frustrating as well, because, and before people in the comments, like white people are like, oh, turn it into a race thing. It's not a race thing. I'm just going to be speaking facts here, do you know what I mean? This is facts what happens in these leagues. And obviously someone like me now that has a voice and a platform, I'm going to shine light on this. And hopefully now it starts improving, because there's too many ballers that we go Astro every Sunday. Yeah. Now, not everyone can play. Yeah. I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? You can just throw anyone onto the pitch like Lumo or something. You can just go play League of Ireland. Lumo, you're a good guy, but bro, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, look at yourself, Martins, Blair, Tayem sometimes, Bob, whatever, yeah? There's Nani, there's ballers that, you know, you go League of Ireland games, yeah? Yeah. Like, you see, you've been going. Even myself, I've been going. And I always look at it and say, like, brother, looks at Aji and all. Where is there not more representation in the league of us? What's your take on it? Because I spoke to Paulie, I think it was episode 5, it was Paulie, and he was saying that, like, you know, we have all the attributes and all that, yeah, but it's the attitude and the work rate. Now that fucking pissed me off, because I am sick and tired. I am sick. No, the attitude one, I hear it to an extent, yeah. I am sick and tired of when coaches, especially in this country, and even you see at the highest level, when they're talking about a player, the first thing they talk about is his work rate. Why are you not talking about what he can do on the ball? It's always off the ball. Do you know what I mean? So what's your opinion? What's your take on that?
I'm not buying the attitude thing, first of all, and the work rate one. You can have all the work rate all you want. We have players in the Ireland team that has work rate. What was the last tournament we've been to?
2016 Euros.
And how do we do?
We beat Italy, didn't we? Last 16, France beat us, I don't know.
Like, work rate can only get you so far. You have to have a bit of quality.
100%.
You have to have a bit of quality.
Listen, and before people, obviously coaches that might watch this, yeah, don't think that like I'm a tick on it. Like a lot of players that, you know, have played, that have made it to a certain level, yeah, they're not students of the game. That's what pisses me off as well. Like people like me that watch game. I'm not watching the game as a just a fan or whatever. I'm gonna watch the game. I'm watching the pre-game analysis. I'm watching videos, and I'm watching things on a coaching perspective. So I know what I'm talking about. Hard work is elements of, especially these days. Football has changed. It's not anymore about just defenders defending. You press from the front, as they say. So you get what I'm trying to say. So it's an element to it. So do we? Especially we'll go Leinster Senior level 4 before we get to the high level. Yeah. Do we kind of now, us as players, have to adapt to these managers where, yes, you have your ability and all that, but work a bit harder in training and in games?
Yeah, because like that's the only way that we're gonna get our names out there. We do have to adapt, and you're seeing like there is a couple of black lads now who are putting in the work rate, and like that's what they're known for. Like, I'm not saying he has no ability or whatever. Like, example is like Jay Grouse, brilliant player, but from when I see him now, like the first thing I think of all is work rate, his attitude or whatever. That's the difference between.
Yeah, he's a Duracell battery. He flies around the pitch. That fella, there's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. He's not normal. So that is one, and he has quality as well.
Yeah, he does. But I'm not buying the attitude one, because for me, the experience that I've had with attitude myself, because obviously I'm not a lawyer, I'm gonna say I don't have the best attitude, but something has to make me tick from the attitude to kick off. I don't just walk into a team and say, I'm gonna have a bad attitude today. Obviously, it's managers lying to me, promising me stuff and stuff like that, and then when I'm not getting what I've been promised, that's when the attitude kicks in. Like I've done bad things as a footballer. You yourself, you've coached me. You've coached me for what, 4 or 5 years, and not just because you're my brother. The way we done things when you were coaching me was professional. I wasn't having big mad attitude problems. where I was before and after. So the only time that I got actual real coaching in my whole career, how come there was no attitude problems there? Because obviously everything was set, there was a foundation there, there was like everything was good and everything was flowing well.
And I came in, do you know what it is? Yeah, I came into the game obviously because I got injured. I wanted to stay in football, and that was a period of my life. I don't know if I ever told you this yet. And to my lads that who are coaches, yeah, I think from that period of, I think it was under 15s to 18s, I think it was when we split. You guys saved me because I was gone mentally, but I never spoke about it because my pride. Because you know me, Sean. You know what I'm like. I'm like this, machismo. I don't speak. It's a problem in the black community. But you lot, me, that Tuesday, Thursday, and then Sunday, like that was all I was looking forward to. Do you know what I mean? And it was a brilliant time in my life that that if I didn't have that period there, I don't know where I'd be today. Do you know what I mean? Like, and obviously, like I said I'm gonna go in there. I remember you were every week where Ali was the manager. 10-1 you're losing, 15 you're losing mad score. Talk to me about that period because I want to do a comparative just to show you guys the level of what goes on in these leagues and stuff like that with these managers and that.
Obviously, I played Premier under 13s, a little bit under 14s. Then I went to Hearts under 15s, and we were a major. There's me thinking, right, I'm gonna rip this up. That was the attitude. I was like, yeah, don't even need to try.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having that attitude where, like I said on the previous episode with Sandy Fitness, you have to have in sport. I don't care. These people are saying, this is why I love Cristiano Ronaldo so much because he says it with chest. I don't care. Oh, it's Ronaldo. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. You have to have that mentality that I'm the best. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And in everything that you do, you could be in Dunes fucking making rolls. I'm the best at making rolls. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm the best. You have to have that attitude. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna rip it up.
I'm competitive.
Because when I went to Rovers, from Cherry Orchard, I said, right, I'm here now. I've arrived. Like you said, promises. They brought me into the stadium. To give you your jersey, your notebook, to give you your program and stuff like that. Walk you around. They promise you the moon and the sky. But that's one of the things where I hate about this, like football, the politics and the slyness. Do you know what I mean? They promise you the moon and the stars. And then they wonder why then you have an attitude problem. Why you're like this.
Yeah, because I remember going to Hearts because under 15s, that's when the Ireland team starts. So I didn't want to go major. I wanted to go Orchard or Crumlin. I was like, right, if I'm on the bench, I can break in and then in and around when the Ireland team starts and then just go from there. Then obviously, I played a friendly with Crumlin. And then what happened was the season before that, because obviously the manager, Ali, I'm good friends with his son Carl. We grew up together. He used to always come on a random day, just pick me up and say, look, we're missing a player, do you want to play friendly? Then obviously I end up liking it. And back then I was a striker. They didn't have a striker as well. So I went up and I played against Crumlin. We won. And Crumlin were in the same league as us. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just going to sign here. It's in Kinladen. I went up and I signed. And then when the season started, I started the first game of the season. I remember I left mid. We lost to Tempelog. Then after that, I didn't start the game until I'd say like February, January. And I remember I was coming on. I was a striker then. I've never played anywhere other. Ever since I started playing football, I was a striker. So for 4, 5, 6 years. And then when I was coming on, just how much I love football. I was coming on left back, rain, sleet, slow. Me, Evan Clark, Brian Safola and Joel, none of us were getting that game. We'd walk from Brookart to Kinladen 3 times a week. None of us were.
And what was that over? Was that, do you think it was the ability or did the manager have his favourites?
It wasn't the ability because when you took over, they were probably a name other than Joel. Like, no disrespect.
Respectfully, Joel. Respectfully.
Other than Joel.
Respectfully.
Me, Evan and Brian, that was when we started winning games. When you came in, who was the only one that was scoring?
Brian Safola.
Clarkey was right back and I was playing wherever you were telling me to play.
Yeah.
And this is how much I love football. I was going up every single week. I was training. And I remember one time I started, he was playing me left back and all. I didn't give a shit once I played. I was calling myself Black Bale and all. Like, once I played, I didn't give a shit. Like, that's how much I love the game. Even now, I'll do anything.
I know, and we're going to touch on that, but we'll do anything because there's a couple of man that I'm going to dig out.
I was coming home, and obviously, you're losing 10-0 and all.
Yeah.
And then you go on Facebook, you're seeing people that you played with that you were better than, you're on the same level then. One's at Celtic, one's at Fulham, one is at Chelsea, and you're like, and obviously you're thinking, obviously the way social media grew then, I'm thinking, I'm shy. What's the point of me even playing football? Every week I'm coming on for 10 minutes, we're already losing 6-0, then I'm getting shouted at for losing the ball. We're losing 6-0. And then I remember one week we played home farm and our keeper didn't turn up. We only had one keeper. We lost 10-0. And Ali just goes, listen, boys, I'm packing it in. You go, just have that and savour yourselves. Joel goes, sorry. And everyone in the dressing room started laughing. They just go, sorry, it's not enough, Joel. He was going to fold the team. And we were all going to go with the Fedderkern. They were in like A1 or something. And I was like, yeah, look, I'm just going to play for Fedderkern. Then after this, I'm not going to play anymore. Then you just came up. And I remember Castlelock beat us 8-1 in the second match of the season. And we were all scared of this fella, Gabby. I'll never forget him, bald fella. Gabby. You came up on the Friday, trained us once, played them on the Sunday, beat them 1-0. And I remember I played centre mid. Gabby didn't touch the ball. Did not touch the ball.
What was, okay, just to give you an inkling, right? Because I think everything starts from grassroots. Because the Irish team, they think Stephen Kenny coming in, playing from the back and all this blah, blah, blah. It's not going to work. It starts from the kids. Yeah. And obviously this is going to be a project. I want to know, and I didn't want to stitch Paulie because obviously he's working with the FAU. I didn't want to stitch him. But I want to know, what is the plan going forward? Look, I keep telling this story, Customer came in the shop the other day and he was like, going on, don't worry, they hate England, They don't want England to do anything, He was like, if Ireland were in it, Ireland only in it for the crack. I fucking hate that. Everything in Ireland is for the crack. You know wait. Everything in Ireland is for the crack. I'm sick of it. Especially in sport. I'm not like, there's so many players that Ireland have developed, that can play. Redzer can play on the half turn. Good player. Adam O'Connor, centre half. He's a John Stones type of player. Paulie himself was a fucking baller. For me, out of all of us, all these names, Sean Ray, fucking Dwayne, Redzer, everyone, Paulie was the best. But he came up here and didn't believe in himself. Sandy Fitness is here saying, I'm the chosen one. No, that kind of attitude. That's the attitude they need to have. They need to start bringing in managers with this kind of mindset. Do you know what I mean? Like, but they don't want that. They just want Bocker, Andy, and fucking Jonna. Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking sick of it. Wait, I'm not finished, Sean. Wait. I'm not finished. I'm sick of it. I remember, like, usually, like, when a player, I dropped down from Rovers, went to Sacred Heart. You're going in there, you're like, right, you're going to play. I mean, I'm used to playing the stage. I'm used to playing with first team players, training with them, first class training with Rovers and stuff like that. You go down to the Saturday team. Oh, you go down to fucking Leicester Senior League, straight into Saturday football with Bocker. Why is that? Someone that can play on the half turn, have ability. Even a couple of weeks ago, I went to watch Crumlin against fucking Mocktis. Martin's on the bench. Why? You have wingers that can't run. How are you playing fat people on the wing?
Madness.
Where does that make sense?
Madness.
No, but Sean, where does that make sense to you? How are you playing fat people on the wing? This is the leagues.
Do you know what the most embarrassing thing is?
Fat people are playing on the wings.
Do you know what's the most embarrassing thing
when you're growing up, fat people playing in goal.
I know. Do you know
why are you on the fucking wing?
Do you know what the most embarrassing thing is about fat people playing on the wing? I was at one of them teams when
fuck,
there was
man?
2 fat people playing on the wing and always one sitting on the bench like a dope. Like a dope.
Look, and people, right? I'm so happy that I have this platform now because I can go now. I used to, we talk in group chats. We talking fucking, I go mad on Twitter and no one's hearing me. Now they're going to hear me. I'm not going to stop, Sean. Because this, like I said, there's too many. Adam O'Connor, it's mad that he texts me because I'm going to go in on him. Sean, he's a John Stones type of player. Can get it from the back and play. Just quit. What did you say? You love football so much. You would give your right leg to play. You play with one leg. Oscar Pistorius' job, you'd play.
Anything.
These men are just quitting. And I asked Paulie, why are these men? And he wouldn't say it. He's not going to call them out. I'll fucking call them out. It's that fucking privilege. I'm sick of it. Yourself, I remember Adji, right? Adji played for the Irish amateur, Sean. That's probably the highest level you can play, Bar League of Ireland, in the Tallaght Stadium. The boys know what I'm talking about. We went every week. They're playing internet. They won it, that tournament.
I remember that.
I was like, Adji's gone clear. Adji's gone. He's going to go League of Ireland. He's going to bust. Adji's gone. Do you know what I mean? Fudza went and balled. I thought, right, it's going to open doors.
Can I say something about Fudza?
Go ahead.
I done the fuss in Irish Town, Shout out the Irish Town boys, except for the man.
Irish Town shit, I did that as well. It's anyone that, like, if anyone that, like, wants to go and you train every day, you play ball, do classes, gym, you get paid 200 quid a week and look after your bleeding missus and your ma, all that. You know what I mean?
I quit.
Go and do it.
After 9 months, by the way. Well,
because you're an idiot. You shouldn't have quit that. You're a fool.
Goody, this fella.
No. You persevere, Sean.
Goody,
wait. This is where again. Why I'm screaming like this. You're getting this opportunity. I didn't like him either. He was a prick to me as well. He's a prick to everybody. He has to be a prick because you're going in there. There's people like yourself, characters. He can't be in there because you walk all over him. Even me. Wait, I'm your brother, yeah? Who was like the hardest on the team?
Me, Brian, and Carl.
But especially you, because I and them boys there, Brian Safola, Toby, Ishmael, I have to be a prick. On the bus, I was young. I was about what was it? 20 years of age when I was coaching you?
I was 7.
Where did I sit? Where on the bus, on the coach on the way down? Where did I sit?
At the very top.
At the very top, exactly. I can't sit on the back with you. You don't take me serious. The reason why, yeah, he wasn't a great coach and all that, but the reason why he didn't take any serious because he was a tick. He just could walk all over him. He just wouldn't walk all over me. He just couldn't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you now getting that opportunity to train, use the gym, better yourself every day, and you're quitting. That comes into the whole thing what Paulie's talking about. The attitude.
Yeah.
It is.
I know, but Goody, certain people wouldn't have tolerated what
No, you have to, Sean. You have to tolerate.
Goody, how's this fella?
Sean, hold on. The greatest manager probably in English football, Sir Alex Ferguson. Bro, you had to tolerate him. They had to be screaming in people's face. They had to.
Yeah. Other than him throwing the boot at Beckham, was he doing what?
No, listen. Hold on. Wait. Wayne Rooney. If you watch his interview, right, he said that he'd be having a good game, yeah, but Fergie would be shouting at Rooney, but he did it clever. What's the M&F thing with Carragher? He was aiming at Nani because if he screams at Nani's gone. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like you. I could scream at you. I could scream at Carl, Jerry. He could take it. Scream at Joel. He's finished. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Scream at Ishmael. He's going home to his pounded yam. Do you know what I mean? Like, scream at Brian. His head's gone as well. Well, Brian could handle it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, with that attitude thing, I have to be on balance. We do have a problem. Even me, I'll give you an example, right? I left Rovers because obviously I was playing A Championship, so that's reserve football. So that's obviously when the first team players aren't getting games or come back from injury, you're on the bench. Right? So we're not playing, you're playing in Frederick, you're playing down in fucking Blanche. You're going Derry, you're going Cork, you're going Cove, you're going Galway. Right? So when the first team players aren't playing, they're coming down, you're on the bench. So obviously under 19s, we're signing all these man. I know I'm already not going to play, right? So I left. I went to Shelbourne. Nowhere near Rovers, the facilities, nothing yet. I was the main man there. I was the big sign at the start. Manager made an example of me. I wasn't playing good because when you're playing with shit players, yeah, you drop down to their level. You do. Some people rise and they look at Grealish at Villa. You can rise. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like a Fabregas when he was at Arsenal, he didn't really walk out at Barca when he went to Barca, but at Arsenal he was the main man. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I went to Shell. Wasn't walking out. They tried to make an example of me. They put me on the bench, paid me for 5 minutes. I went on Twitter, early days Twitter. I went on Twitter because of Ryan Babel. Remember Ryan Babel used to give Mark Howard Webb stick and that. So I was on, and you can communicate with people, right? So I went on Twitter. I remember the first game of the season, I actually did play a good game, played Pats. Alan Matthews was the manager at the time. He fancied me, getting on the ball, making things happen quick. Went on Twitter then when they made an example of me. These managers are fucking idiots. I tweeted, not thinking nothing of it, yeah? But with that, when you're playing at that level, under 19s or whatever, you're getting fans that are coming to the games, obviously watching the young lads, because you're aspiring to get into the first team. I go train on a Tuesday with Steve Shearer, and I forget Kevin Doherty, I think his name was. He got the first team job. He goes to me, "We seen your tweets. Chairman seeing it, club seeing it. You're done. You're not training. You're done. Your contract's terminated." That was the end of me. That is an attitude problem. It is.
But Goody, the way this fella was violating though.
No, it doesn't matter, Sean. It shapes you. You go and do. Jerry was a prick to me as well. He was a prick to all of us. But it doesn't matter. I like working under managers that are dickheads because like you're trying to prove something to them. Like Rio and Gary Neville and all used to always say, like when they lost, they felt hope for Fergie because they always wanted to do well for him. Do you know what I mean? Like because you need as a manager. Sean, do you not remember that game that we lost? And me and you had an argument where I told you answered that. I hit you a box. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Hit my box, boys. We lost the game because I was angry. That's the passion you want. You want the manager that's passionate, that cares.
And I remember we weren't even talking, but I still went up and trained.
You still went exactly. Okay, what was your attitude different then? That manager never hit you a box.
I still went up and trained because you weren't constantly out with me. I remember one time I was in Foss. Someone dropped a tenner, and I goes, "Who dropped this tenner?" Liam Brady and Dean O'Neill. They remember this. I said, "Who dropped this tenner?" Jerry goes, "I dropped it." I'm just be thinking, obviously he didn't drop it because there's no wallet around. I goes, "Are you sure you dropped it?" He goes, "If you don't hand me that tenner now, the tenner won't be the only thing that's dropped in front of everyone in the whole class." I looked around. Everyone was going, ooh, ooh, no. I goes, "Listen," I said, "You're not going to drop me. I'm telling you that now, you're not going to drop me." I goes, "Get off that chair and they see you're going to drop." Another time, I dyed me hair. And it was caramel kind of colour. He walked in. I know this joke had racial intent anyways. He walked in, he looked at me, he goes, "You look like you were outside in the rain too long." I literally looked around. And then one time, our summer break was coming up. And I was always missing fast because I was always getting doctor's notes because this Jolly fella, he wasn't only, he was just a prick to just me. I remember he goes, you have 2 weeks off in the summer, not 2 months, Sean. He goes, they need to go to hospital. I just goes, you will if you keep annoying me. I swear to God. He goes, good. This is the coordinator of the course.
Yeah. No, for that, well, let me just stop you there. For that, yeah. For that, I remember, I had a run in with him as well. I remember saying to him, like, he got in my face over someone said, get on my face now. Do you know what I mean? For that, fair enough. Don't let someone ever make a ticket. Fair enough. But for me, my problem with you was, Sean, yeah, is quitting. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That comes with the attitude, man. Yeah, don't quit. You have an opportunity there. What made me, because when I was growing up, I was that typical, Paulie said it, a lot of people can get offended by that. Quick, fast, physical. That's what we're known as. Yeah. Like I told them, we're more than knock it down. Go on, Junior, run onto that ball. We're more than that. We can play. But I think I was that player. I would just get the ball, head down, run. Do you know what I mean? But going to that course, playing with them players that are playing League of Ireland, much better than you're playing it. Do you know what I mean? You learn, you improve. Dean Ebby, you're watching Dean Ebby, bang, force touch, how his touch is, hitting the foot at one time, stuff like that. You improved. So I got better in and around there. You probably would have added that extra 1%. That gym that you're doing now, doing it back then. Do you know what I mean? You would have improved then. Because it's there for you. Because we can't as black people, complain. Yeah. Facilities are there, we're not using them, we're quitting. Do you get them? That's what I'm saying. There is a balance there where 100%. You have to hear them as well on that side. Because not every one of them can be wrong. Yeah, 100%. Because there are players that are there. Promise is there at Bowes. He's obviously doing the right thing. Jordan is there at fucking, where is he? Jordan. He's doing the wrong, he's doing the right thing. Who else? The lad that scored in the Europa League there. What's his name? Oidemo. He's obviously doing the right thing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so what are they doing that we're not doing? What is Blair doing wrong? What's Toyem doing wrong? What's Bob doing wrong?
I just think that the game is like evolving at the right time, and it's benefiting them as well because they're obviously much younger than us. So the game is evolving because like even with Leinster Senior, I remember when I first broke in at Fairhouse, I was 18, going 19. I was probably one of the youngest players in the league. There was only Callum Keane and Danny Grant that were playing with Bangor, and I think that was even the season after them. There wasn't really many youngsters that were playing in the top league like that. And I only played a bit the second half of the season as well. But now you look, you have Martins, there's Jamie Henderson, there's Brian Zafola, there's Zaran, there's what's that Brian Carberry, is it?
Brian Carberry, yeah.
What's that Naeem? There's loads now. But if you go back to 2018, even 2019, there wasn't really that much. Only in Crumlin.
No, see, what's his name? Mario, I think his name is that blue, but he's found the formula. Yeah, he has found it. I think there's 7 black lads that start now for them. And he has found the formula, and one of the players is a captain. Because like I said, I am sick and tired of going to these games. I remember, I think I said this to Paulie. I'm not making this up yet. I was in Cherry Orchard's dressing room. I was forced to, and I was playing Saturday football, of course. But I went down to watch, it was Derby game, Cherry Orchard versus Crumlin. I was in the dressing room, and obviously Deco was talking about the fucking Crumlin opposition. And he goes, yeah, Toyem, don't mind him. He's a one-trick pony, brainless winger. Like he shouldn't be even, he's not good enough for Crumlin. Like it's not like we're not good enough for something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been for years where you go down and everyone's just playing Saturday football for Bocker and Andy, and we're not good enough. Why? That's what I want to know. Why is there not a more representation of us in these leagues? Because these, like I said, you go to these games, Sean. Going to the higher level, you go to these games. These men aren't on it like that. Who do I rate? Jack Bunn is the one that no one can talk to him. Richie Tell, no one can talk to him. Ronan Finn, because of experience, no one can talk to him. Stuff like that. Graham Book, no one can talk to him. People like that. But there's not loads that's like that.
Yeah, I've played friendlies against a few.
Then you have people like your mate Glenn, yeah, Glenn McCauley, baller.
Big baller.
And it's not me. It's not me going in on him because I'm going in on yeah. I want Glenn to do well, like being in the top. But when I hear he's at Athlone, I'm like, look, he just bounced around. You went from Liverpool to St. Pat's to Bowes to Athlone. Look at these man. He probably has that shows me bouncing around. That shows me that's an attitude issue as well. But he's still getting opportunities. Why?
Obviously because he played for Liverpool. Like reputation as, I'm not saying just him.
No, it does because like I said again, we speak right with the Irish team. These men are crazy. Shawnee Maguire banging in goals, left foot and centre. Shawnee Maguire banging in goals, left foot and centre. Yeah, not getting a look in the Irish team because obviously they don't rate their own league. Yeah. Goes to England, suddenly he's worthy. He hasn't changed in that 2 weeks.
I don't even find that as an excuse because if you look at these small countries that don't have great leagues, look what Iceland were like in that Euros.
I gave an example, perfect example. Euro 2004.
Greece.
First time. No, forget Greece. Luka Modric. He's signed for Tottenham from that tournament. Because you ever see in football back in the days, yeah, managers, the biggest thing to sign players is to scout. Because they're on the world stage. You don't have to send your scouts over. It's tournaments. Arjen Robben, Chelsea. Euro 2008, I think. Oh no, 2004 as well, I think. Modric, Tottenham, Euro 2004. Dinamo Zagreb. Who the fuck are Dinamo Zagreb? Do you know what I mean? But he's playing for his country. He doesn't have to go to fucking, you know, I don't know, Shakhtar or these mad teams to play for his country. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You know, the countries that are even smaller than us, that are overtaking us small. Luxembourg beat us at home. Look how small. I swear Luxembourg's the same size as Tala probably. And now, these beat us at home in big World Cup qualifiers. Iceland, look what they done to England at the.
Forget these. Wales and Scotland are going above us, bro.
Goody.
Because they're found in the family as well of coaching. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%. Goody, World Cup 2014, Costa Rica finished top in a group with England and Uruguay. They finished top. They had 2 players, Joel Campbell and Brian Ruiz. They finished top of the group. When there was Rooney's and Lampards and Jards and all at that tournament, Sterling, Sturridge, all them man were there. And Costa Rica finished top of the group. These small countries are starting to find their way. Even Gibraltar, they're gonna, on that wayside Astro, they're gonna take over Ireland soon. I'm telling you now. If Ireland keep going,
does it not when you go, okay? Does it not annoy you though? Yeah, when you see like the likes of, like I said, I named Adam O'Connor. He just literally. I was meant to do a live with him before I got on this big stage, and he said, I said to him, I'm gonna win on you. I'm gonna win on you. There's none of this friend. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna win on you. Yeah. Like he just told me, just give it up. Captain Pats, play for Shells, Longford, good player.
It gets like that.
Give it up.
There was loads of times I wanted to give it up, but something in my head just tells me to keep.
Because Sean, you're going. No one knows this, yeah. You're going to England, like paying flights and hotels and stuff like that to make it. Yeah. But you can't even bust in your own country. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You quit Leinster Senior. You said you retired from playing football in Ireland. Why?
Right. There's basically 2 seasons that function. So this is how I'm going to break it down. Obviously, when you finished with Hearts, we were under 18s. So I just went 18 that summer. Then I remember I was looking. There was no point in even trying League of Ireland 19s because I would have only had a few months, and more than likely, you're not going to get a contract with a first team after that, playing 4 months and all. And I remember I was meant to go to Shells, but they were saying, look, you're not really going to get a first team contract, but you're more than welcome to play for 19s if you want. I said, there's no point. I said, I might as well go play senior football. Text Paulie O'Brien, because he was at Fairhouse Clover, but I just said, like, any teams to join. He wasn't even there anymore. He goes, yeah, Fairhouse Clover. They'd just beaten they just beat Longford in the cup, and then they lost the Pats.
Speak at your mic. Move your mic. Speak at your mic.
Fairhouse had just beaten Longford in the cup, then they lost the Pats in the next round. And then I went down. He goes, Paulie said, ask for Keith Baker. He was the first team manager, obviously. I went down. I trained Tuesday and the Thursday, and the season started that Saturday. I played a game with the Saturdays. We beat Tech like 1-0 or 2-0. Came off the bench and played alright. And Baker pulls me aside after the first match, and I'll never forget this. He goes, you can see that you're a level ahead of the Saturdays. You'll train with the first team after 1 or 2 weeks. Then he started saying, because remember Dan Devine came back, he played for Clover, then Rovers got him after a few games. He mentioned that, he was like, yeah, you can get in at Rovers and all. Obviously, I'm 18, I'm young, I'm gullible, I'll do anything to make it. If bleeding Junkie Andy told me, yeah, you're going to run for Rovers if you cut me grass, I would have cut his grass, like.
Listen, I'll tell you a story about Baker as well, right? Same thing with me, I went down. Because Baker does this thing where he likes to befriend everybody, yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, no one knows my personality. Wants to be my mate, signs me. Says, yeah, train him well, he'll be with the first team in a couple of weeks. Same with you, Saturday team. We're training with the Saturday team, right? I know what you're gonna say. I'm doing jumping jacks. Yeah. I'm doing circuit training while the first team is doing possession work, ball work. And I'm doing jumping jacks.
And you know what the worst thing was?
And then they wonder why the anger. And then you're looking at that and even me, look, I'll say this, I'm not using this as an excuse. This is the truth. Paulie said that, I wasn't the same goodie at Crumlin. I'm not. And it's not because of my weight or nothing like that. I can still move. My knee is like I can't hyperextend my knee. My knee's gone. There's so much scar tissue in it. I can't run because of my knee. Yeah. I haven't been fully fit since the last time I kicked the ball in America. So that's why Goody can't play to his level. Nothing to do with his weight. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it really, and why you even said, like, it pissed me off that the fact I don't have that mindset of going to teams. My motto in life is earned, not given. I'm not like these boys. Yeah? All these boys that have been given everything, privileged to bits, given everything I want them. Even this game that I'm in now, I will earn my stripes. I will earn my stripes by walking, busting my ass. I want to be an example to you, Nathan, Jess, Sophia, my children, that in this life earn it.
Yeah.
Don't get given nothing because you're fucking privileged. Like it's like these trust fund kids. Yeah. They don't know the value of money.
Yeah.
They don't. That's why these are men are all depressed on that because it's fucking handed to them.
Do you not think that's why we get handed that attitude thing as well though? Because when we be going to these Leinster senior teams, we don't really be doing friend.
No, we don't, bro. See me, yeah. The problem, I wish Giannis is supposed to be here, but Giannis, I think he's up north training. Giannis has so many stories, but I'll give an example of Giannis. People like Giannis, even Adji himself. They'll go training and they're all, oh, what's the starting? All wanting to be within the clan and all that. Brother, you'll be like me, screaming and shouting because you're on the bench on Saturday, on Sunday.
So
train and focus, be serious. 100%. The same man that you're laughing with, and you're probably 10 times better, are getting picked ahead of you. Yeah. No. He's the manager's mate and that. Don't be getting in with them. You're in there, you're going there to kill, destroy. And do you know what I mean?
Do you know what the funny thing is? I remember Baker. Baker was even young when he was my manager. He was like 28, so there was players that were even his age mate, yeah? And then I remember, so I was playing a few weeks with the Saturdays, and obviously we weren't even in the highest Saturday league. We were in the second highest one, I think, yeah. And then when you're playing with Saturdays, you're playing with like players, and you're playing with people.
You're playing with idiots.
Yeah, like one thing about Hearts was like even it wasn't everyone's dream to be a footballer when I was playing for Hearts, but it was like we were a professional football team because everything we done was correct. Like the way we trained, the way we prepared for matches and all. Like obviously, if you don't want to be a footballer, it's not for everyone, but at least if you're going to be on the team, be committed to the team, like. And then I remember, like, we were doing, like, possession games where, like, it's 13 versus 10, and, like, there's no outside man and all. And then I remember I was playing Saturdays, I wasn't even starting. I was coming off the bench, scoring, assisting. Then I remember one time, I said, I don't want to play football anymore. I left. And then Baker texted me after 2-3 weeks. He goes, come back up. I went up. I was playing very well. I started starting games and all. And then I had a bit of reputation. And then I remember Christmas, Clover always train on Stephen's Day. He said, look, you're going to train with us. Train with the first team on Stephen's Day. And then played one friendly with them. First game after Christmas was Newtown. And obviously I didn't care anymore. I was just playing games. Because obviously I love playing football. First game of the season after Christmas for the Saturdays. Saturday manager pulls me out and goes, you're not starting. I goes, what do you mean it's the biggest game of the season? He goes, you're on the bench for the Sundays tomorrow. If you do well, you'll stay with them. Came off the bench for the Saturdays. Next day, played for the Sundays. And done all right. Then I'm added into the chat and all. And I actually felt like, even though I was Leinster Senior, it felt like I actually got promoted to a first
it's a step up. It's a step up. I'll give you a story. I'll give you two stories. A lot of these Leinster Senior teams, they'll warm up. You warm up together.
Yeah. And
then, obviously, when you're going into your drills then, this was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Especially, remember, I'm from Shamrock Rovers. I remember we played Pats, yeah. This is when Rovers were in Europa League. I remember they played Tottenham and stuff, yeah. I remember Tottenham came down. Yeah. Harry Kane actually played, right, in that game. I played with Ryan Goddard-Thompson. I played with Civez. Who else was there? Pat Flynn. Who else? Kieran Kilduff, Billy Dennehy, them man. That Rovers had, yeah. Gary Tugg was coming back from an injury. We played Pats reserves. Remember Jordan Keegan played that game, bossed that game. Running around like Seth, how big as he was. I was the youngest on the bench. Youngest, I was 17, youngest player at Rovers.
I remember Paulie texted me.
Wait. Forget Paulie for a second. Half time. Mick O'Neill, he's Stoke manager now, yeah? Came and gave the team talk. I think it was Andy was like, right, you're coming on. Twig was only played for 45 minutes. Goody came on for Gary Twig. One of the best strikers I ever played in that League of Ireland.
Probably the
Rovers legend, yeah? Me. Imagine I'm going from that to going training for Sacred Heart, I think it was, warming up, and then getting told, right, the first team manager will be like, yeah, Sunday lads over here, Saturday lads over here. Like, that is, and before people start and, you're saying Aaron not giving. Brother, I'm not getting the chance to show what I can do.
100%.
You're just fucking me over here because I don't even know fucking why. You know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Second story, Fuss, the FAI team. This is what we're talking about, reputation and privilege, yeah? You go down, you do a trial. I'm a Sacred Heart. There's lads, what was his name? Shane Murray came from Sheffield United. Adam O'Connor, he was at Pats at the time. Glody didn't even play. He was at Rovers. He was ref. Dean Ebby, and who else was there? I think it was Jamie Smith. He quit football as well. He was at Newcastle. He just come off from Newcastle. He's at Pats as well. All they did was a few touches of the ball. Jerry Davis, yeah, go on, you're all right. Well, the rest of us handicapped have to run around and prove ourselves. That's privilege. Of course, these men are gonna have this attitude where they don't care. These men are probably odds are. If he wanted to come back to the league, he'd probably go back to the league. No problem. No problem. If you wanted to go back to the league, no problem. That is the big problem. That's what, and people, you need to understand my anger. Don't just look at it from a perspective, I'm using the race card, whatever. No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Could I just do that? Could I just quit and come back? No. It's not, it's you know, and these lads, like, have not had, and it's not, you know what as well, right? That walk rate thing, I remember talking to Dylan McGlade. Look up Dylan McGlade on YouTube. Type in Dylan McGlade. He plays like Hazard. I mean, baller. The manager doesn't like it. What's the manager say to him? He doesn't work hard enough. He's there taking players on, making things happen. I was talking to him today. He goes to me, I'm going to take this team to the playoffs. Because that's the attitude I want these players to have. That have your chest out. Do you know what I mean?
The last game we seen Dylan McGlade play, it was against Cork, and if I'm not mistaken, it was, you know, when Graham Brooks...
They call him the Longford Messi, bro, when he was at Longford.
Yeah, goody. I'm not even going to lie. He was the best player on the pitch, yeah. Do you know what week that was? Remember when Graham Brooks scored 5 goals?
Yeah.
Dylan McGlade was the best player on the pitch. Quality. I done the fuss with his brother. His brother didn't even play anymore. His brother cut here. Remember that Ireland under 18 joke, the Leinster throw that I didn't make? His brother made it. His brother was sick. He was in my fuss. Sick. But obviously, like, when he was going to fuss, he was playing for Home Farm 19th. There was the League of Ireland players and all that they cared about. And then the Leinster senior lads that played for, like, Crumlin and all. They didn't really, like, care about me and Jack.
They need to switch. Like, I think the coaches need to be more confident in themselves, and they need to get a formula of, like, right, listen, you have to aim. Like, it's like this whole top, we support Arsenal. I hate this whole top 4 shit. Because what are you aiming for fourth? I'm not saying, like, this might sound crazy, but aim for the league. Like, go to win every game you're on for the league. Then if you do drop into second, third, and then you might get to that promised land of fucking fourth, that Champions League that you want. Aiming for fourth only, you're going to just drop to 5th or 6th, 7th, and look where we are, 8th. Do you know what I mean? So I want, like I said, I was talking to Paulie today, I go, you have a big responsibility. Don't just go in there being a coach and make up the numbers. Go in there to change mindsets. You're going in there to develop. I always used to say to you is, where's the win?
Yeah, 100.
We're not doing, I hate coaches that say, well, tell kids it's all about enjoying. Enjoy them what? It's a sport.
I don't need to enjoy.
You're there to win. This is what my mentors, looks at Floyd Mayweather, LeBron, these man. I'm going to ask you a question. Why do they always come back? And at LeBron's age, Ronaldo, Messi, why do they always come back?
Because they're winners. Like, for me, I don't get that come and enjoy. I'll enjoy it because I'm going to win. I want to win everything. When I play badminton, I was in Germany playing badminton with Sofia and their girl German cousins, and I wanted to win. I was screaming like Rafael Nadal. There was videos, me running around sweating, jumping, nearly doing backflips and all. I want to win everything. I'm a sore loser. I brought a girl out on the day before, she beat me in mini golf. I was snapping. I wasn't even going to kiss her. I didn't even want to walk her home. That's how much of a sore loser I am. I need to win everything. I'm too competitive. When I go Astro with me mates, not Hood Astro, with me mates that don't really play football like that, even if there's the boys that are not good and they're on my team and all, bro, you're going to be good today or else I'm going to grill you.
Because I think for Ireland, I call them, they're not seasoned, bro, yeah? You know how we say Mundillas don't season their field. Ireland don't season their team. They need to season their team, sprinkle some flavours on there. Because bro, I remember the previous Irish squad, I think he plays for Norwich. When I seen that name, Omo Bamidele, I was like, okay, give me something now, Ireland.
What's that, Og something, that winger?
I don't know, Ogbon, I don't fucking know. But there's, him, he's supposed to be good as well. Yeah. Then they have Michael Obafemi. This pissed me off. Michael Obafemi is scoring goals at Chelsea, big Old Trafford. Still not getting games.
It's mad.
They're playing their Troy Parrott. Good player, but come on. Like, are you fucking joking? This brother, what does he have to do, to fucking get a start? Like, obviously now, we hear whispers, attitude problem. Could it be that?
I don't know. Goody, he's obviously coming and he's looking at the setup and all. He's looking at what he's
It's
signed up
ridiculous.
for.
It really burns my head,
And
man.
then the attitude is
Really
kicking
burns
out
my head.
because let me show you now when my attitude kicked in. So fast forward, I'm playing a few games. I was coming off the bench now and I never really started. I actually don't. I didn't even start the game for Sundays. Started and then it got a bit further down. Remember that whole little incident happened that year?
Yeah.
So then I started missing a few trainings, and I remember I had a bad ankle injury, ankle ligaments. Took me ages to come back because I was listening to the physio. I wasn't doing the stretches properly and all. Which I hope.
Yeah, that's listen. This is a lesson. This is the lesson. Yeah, even me, but with the scar tissue, I didn't do physio properly either. But I was scared that because obviously the physician told me that. Physio, to hear me. Physio told me that if I hurt myself again, I could tear again the repair the ACL. So I didn't do my physio properly, and that's where the scar tissue came. Yeah. So when you're getting told to do your stretches, do your fucking stretches. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, look, Nathan hurt his ankle. Yeah. Jess hurt his knee. I hurt my knee. Yeah. The last one left. Yeah. You're the last one left. And I remember talking to Sandy Fitness like yesterday on the phone before we did the pod with him, and he was like, he's self-employed now, but he quit his job, and he was like, this is it. Yeah. Like I have have no other choice. Yeah. You need to employ that attitude now. See this attitude of use your experience, Sean. Yeah. Don't be that another story. Yeah, that's what. Because these man are that who are named are just dropping out because they can drop it because they know if I just get fit I can come back. Yeah. You probably don't have that opportunity. 100%. So now you're fit, you're healthy, you're doing your thing. Take it serious, go for it. I am. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I said because even Nathan was arguing with me. He was saying, stay and play Leinster Senior. I said it's a bigger risk playing non-league, bigger reward playing non-league. Because if I play Leinster Senior,
you have to take risk. You have to take risk.
Because if I play Leinster Senior now, and I'm going and I'm on the bench for another year, by the time the next season starts, I'm 23. I'm a big man. It's not as if I'm 18, 19.
Can I ask you a question before we get to that? We're talking about non-league, and I always say this. Yeah, do you reckon if the likes of Ademola Lookman, Alex Iwobi, Raheem Sterling, they grew up the way we grew up playing football, would they have made it? Would they bust in the League of Ireland?
No.
That's a genuine question.
No.
I want to throw it out to the comment section. Let me know the names I've named. These players were in England. They would love you. Yeah. Belgium, Netherlands. They like players getting on the ball, taking people on. Yeah. People like Giannis. Yeah. They don't like them type of players here.
Even now, Sterling's professional. He's in the Premier League. They're giving him attitude problem and all now. So no way. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. That has nothing to do with the boy's ability. Sterling is one of my favourite players in the league. You know that. When Iwobi was at Arsenal, he was one of my favourite Arsenal players. But
Theo Walcott and these people, you think they're making it in these leagues?
Walcott was one of my, because obviously the way I grew up, obviously it was after the Henry era. Walcott was one of,
because if you bust, for me, I was thinking this, if you bust in Ireland, like a Promise, Fudsar, Izzy, who else? Jordan, what's his name again? The Rovers lad. Oidema. If you bust in Ireland and you're black, you're special.
Yeah, 100%.
Because there's the facts there. Yeah. What is the percentage of the representation in the league? It's not a lot. I remember before watching the Rovers against someone, I was on Setanta Sports at the time. I turned on, I flicked the channels, I was watching Lille versus France. The difference, Lille versus France, the French game, Lille versus PSG. The amount of fucking black players playing in the league, the half of the fucking pitch was black. And you turn back, mayonnaise everywhere. League of Ireland.
Madness. It's madness. Like, for me, I don't even know what to explain because I go to the games. Like, I can't get my head around it. I'm going to Rovers games since I'm probably 14, probably 7 years, and I still don't understand. And
you know what? I want to touch on this. I want to get your opinion on this. Right? This is one of the reasons why I'm really like this. I'm angry. And you people that are watching this now will figure out the anger in me now, yeah? Paul Pogba. I had a conversation with Paulie here. And I don't know how we got to Pogba, but we were talking about Paul Pogba. And he was like, same thing. No upgrade. Doesn't track that. Well, if for me, Paul Pogba is not a central defensive midfield. He hasn't got the discipline. I'll say that. And that's one of the reasons where you've never given up on Pogba. I give up on Pogba. Because, like, bro, you're giving these man the fuel to go at you because you're not doing this side of the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have all that, but you're not doing it. Do you know what I mean? And obviously your own fans are going at you, this, that, and that. Yeah, I give up on them. You never did. But then obviously that Euros, no, not Euros, the World Cup showed out. I was like, nah, came back from injury where you know you were struggling, showed out, being our best player. Euros just there, showed out. So I'm like, nah, I have confidence in this boy. Play him in a position or get man. I want him to perform with Andreas Pereira beside him and Herrera. Do you know what I mean? Give him the fucking tools to perform. But this is my point. Harry Kane right now, yeah, and this is facts. This is the privilege. Wants to leave Tottenham. He's not training. Excuses are flying out left, right, and fucking centre. Yeah. Imagine, if that was Paul Pogba now, yeah, not turn up the training, they would do search party for him and want to deport him.
They'd eat him alive. They'll strip his passport straight. But do you know what the mad thing is about Kane and like training? Like that's crazy because you get even Roy Keane, they said, oh, he's a good professional, he trains. Like,
Gary never called him a fucking saint. He's a disgrace.
Bro, you're supposed to train. If I'm paying someone 125k a week, obviously I'm expecting him to train. Like
Paulie was saying, oh, he's this, he's that, and that, yeah. I didn't watch the game. I was busy on work the weekend. I was working in a busy shop the weekend, yeah. Check the live score. You know, it won 5-1. Wow. Checking the goal scores. Bruno, Mason, and fucking who else scored? Fred scored. Then you look at the assists. Paul Pogba. We literally had the fucking conversation the other day about his lack of work with Raka. Remember what did I say at the top of the show? Focus on what the guy can fucking do. Yeah. Why is it always straight away? We had it at Arsenal. He can't run. He can't do this. He's known for fucking creating.
He's stuck by him.
That's the attitude of this country. And you have, man, it's not just us, the black people. You have white players that are like that. I remember Shane Bourne. Shane Bourne came back playing for Bray. They didn't like Shane. Because Shane's a tough player. He wants to get on the ball. He wants to make things tick. Yeah. These men want to play long balls. Yeah. The ball will need a fucking painkiller at the end of the game. Because it has a fucking headache getting kicked that long so many times. Battles. Passion merchants.
100%.
It's sick. And you know, it's sick. It made me, the way Graham Souness was going on, it made me sick, man. It was like, you know what I mean? Sky Sports trying to promote all this mental health stuff and all that. Imagine Paul Pogba's mental health after like getting stick from his own fans that boom. Yeah. People questioning hairstyles and his you know clothes and how he goes on, that he's a brand, all this, yeah. I said this, imagine this, right, Sean, yeah? And it's like I'm learning, I'm only getting better at this game, right? Because I'm going home from these podcasts, I'm just thinking, damn, I should have said this. I should have said that. Paulie said something right that pissed me off. They want Pogba, yeah? I told him, you know our culture, Sean, we know where we are. Yeah. We dance, it's ambiance, it's fun, yeah? But he's like, okay, Mane's black. Why does Mane do that? That's what they want you to be. They want you to be Mane. Yeah. They want you to be, why didn't they love Kante so much? Yeah. Kante, we talk about Rashford's PR. I always talk about Rashford's PR. Rashford all gave with more because of his PR. Yeah. Kante's PR is strong, you know?
Yeah, very strong. Very strong.
They want you to be the nice guy. Just, they love you conditionally. Shut up. Just play. Shut up. Yeah. Don't be flamboyant. Yeah. This is why sometimes I look at it, yeah? Because people are looking at my attitude now. That God didn't make me a footballer for a reason. 100%. Because I don't know how Paul Pogba, you live in the same city as Gary Neville. And how he talks about you. Yeah, and you're not pulling up to his house.
I'm deadly serious.
Shout out Paddy Tunga.
I'd go onto my Instagram story. See, this is why, like, see all these pundits and all. I'll be asking them for addresses and all. Remember when Chris Brown wanted to fight Offset? He texted him the address, he screenshot, he put it in the story. He said, pull up. That's exactly what I do. Because even see Goody. Do you know what I do? Do you know what?
Because it's like this is my point of saying to Paddy, judge him on his ability on the pitch. Not everyone's going to be consistent all the time. Do you know what I mean? I think what kills Pogba as well is the price tag. Yeah. It could be a bit heavy on him. Yeah. Not everyone can deal with it. This is why I love Ronaldo. It's mental. That 80 million Real Madrid pay for him. No problem. You repay that tenfold. He can handle it. I don't know how Grealish is going to deal with that price tag. Sometimes that could be an effective with it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, but to my point, like, these men are a disgrace. Like, they've talked on his name for too long to the point where man got 4 assists, and Mika Richards is asking the question: if this was Paul, why doesn't Paul Pogba get 4 the same energy? Madness. What? It boils down to one thing. It boils down to one thing. I'm gonna say it. The R word that they don't like: racism. They don't like it.
It is.
I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. Why are you? Why are you? He's a football. He's getting his brother. You're talking about his trims and that.
For me,
why'd you care if he's getting a haircut?
I wanted to say it for years, but then they'll say,
no, don't. It doesn't matter. Let's say it. Call it how it is.
Just using the race.
Call it how it is. Fuck them. Race card call. Fuck them. Call it how it is.
Because even me, like, I stayed quiet to a point where.
Never stay quiet.
Like, see, at the end of the 2 seasons, when I finished with Clover and when I finished with Hearts, that was when they seen bad attitude. That was when I said, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna talk. And me, everyone knows me. Once I start talking, I'm not gonna stop.
I'll give you another example, right? In America, they hate Floyd. Because he's what? Flamboyant. Arrogant. Thank you. Why is that? Why is that? Comment section. Why is that? Floyd has been doing the exact same thing. Loud, flamboyant, flashy, flashing money, talking about money, telling you he's better than you, telling you, getting inside your that mental warfare. He's been doing it for years. In his own country, they hated him. White man from Ireland comes in, does the exact same thing. But one's glorified for it, and one's vilified. Why? No, you glorify both of them. I'm talking about America. Why? Because they want you to be exactly. They want you to be quiet. They don't want you to go and say you're the best and be arrogant, be flamboyant, go out there. Why?
100%, man. They love us. They love us conditionally. Obviously, you see people booing the knee, even at the Euros. England.
Graham Souness boos the knee.
England
behind closed doors. Facts. I don't care.
England.
He will do the whole PR thing. And he's with. He's not with.
England.
There's the racial undertones in his actions yesterday. He turned us back to Micah Richards.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's 4 assists. That's what I expect from a £100 million player. Did Jack Grealish get 4 assists yesterday when they lost?
They even scratch that one for a sec, yeah. England fans, in the whole Euro, booing in who was scoring all the goals? When your Harry Kane wasn't doing anything. It was Sterling, but what was everyone jumping up and down? Even I got to a stage where I used to always think that Ireland wasn't that racist. I remember when I moved to England to play for a team, the English boys were asking me, is Ireland racist? I was like, nah, it's not that racist and all. And then I remember when that little thing happened, the way people were moving, I thought, ever since that day, I was like, if I was to ever go far in football, I don't think I'd want to play for Ireland.
See, the thing with that, Sean, yeah?
I don't think
you can't, I hear what you're saying, but you can't, obviously, there's a problem here, definitely. And obviously, with my platform now, I want to have conversations with people. Like, I'd love to sit that fucking thick Gemma or Doherty down.
Yeah, because Goody, it's not...
No, wait, I'd love to sit her down and have these type of conversations because it is a problem. It's a big problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, but let's stick to the subject matter of football for a second, or just life in general and our favourite athletes and that, yeah? It's like, why is it for one people it's this and for another it's that? Dubzino here was here the other day, right? We're talking about the whole, remember the Versatile boys? And again, like I said, I'm going home thinking I should have said this. He was on about but in England I'm a paddy and this, that and that. Yeah, that's England, you're a paddy. I'm a nigger in Ireland. I'm a nigger in fucking Portugal. I'm a nigger in Spain. I'm a nigger everywhere. In America, I'm a nigger everywhere. You, one country. Ireland, I've been in America, Sean. Yeah. They love the Irish over there. Yeah. To the point where a lot of I don't know if it was Americans telling me that they hate the English because the British can't go anywhere. Yeah. So even these little things, like don't tell me what is racist and what's not. You don't walk in my shoes. I can't. When they say women cry, I don't walk in women's shoes. Where it's like, oh, why are you panicking for walking late at night? Why are you panicking? I was talking to having a conversation with her today. Woman was telling me, oh, she's afraid of getting in a taxi at night time because the lads are weird. Imagine me turning around like, you're just the crying wolf, women cry wolf.
You can't say that.
About gay people. I don't know what walking this. I don't know what they go through. 100%. So how the fuck are you talking about telling me what's racist or not? Telling me that, it's a load of bollocks. How's that a load of bollocks? Look, I'll give an example. Sean, I'm going to shop to buy my bread for you to have a bit of toast. I'm call a nigger. So driving mine and call a nigger. For none. These little things. You're walking to a shop, yeah, and you're getting followed from oil to oil to oil. What's the story with this? It's a problem. And there's undertones with the whole Pogba thing.
100%.
And I'm so disappointed in Gary Neville because he spoke so eloquently and well before on the racist thing. Remember, Dave Jones cut him off. I was on Gary Neville's back. But now it's like, nah. You're using your narrative of Kane and he's a saint and it's his first time, to fit you. It doesn't matter if you're a first time. Pogba never done it. Yeah, what's wrong there with a player wanting to leave? Man United haven't won the league approaching nearly 10 years. Yeah. He wants to win trophies. 100%. He's seeing people win Champions League. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he even seen.
What's wrong with that?
For me, if I was Pogba, yeah, see the year Spurs got to the final, I would have handed in a transfer request there and then. That year, because
Zidane is that Real Madrid? He's winning Champions League. He wants you to come.
That's probably his idol as well.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, okay. His agent is making noise behind the scenes. Mina Real, they don't like him, And this is why people like me, like we say, we like the bandies. I love people like that. They don't give a fuck. They're unapologetic. Yeah, that's him speaking.
Yeah, and do you know what's
What
funny?
you as Pogba blatantly ever turn around and cause trouble?
Yeah, but do you know what's funny? Do you know what's even funny? Carragher, he was even doing like he had something to say, yeah? When Carragher was at Liverpool and Jared handed in the transfer request to go to Chelsea, I bet his mouth wasn't opening like that. When Jared wanted to leave, when he had ambition, I want to go here, I want to win things. I bet you Carragher he didn't have the same energy.
Like I said to you, Sean, we watch analysis. I was watching this, yesterday, and I was like, I was so disgusted and angry. Obviously, I knew I was coming in talking to you about this, the problems, and I was like, even at the highest level, we could look at these man, like some people could say, let them take it, they're on 190 grand a week, all this, but they're still fucking human beings.
They're human beings, man.
You know what I mean?
Footballers actually get treated like robots. Always told where to be, what to do, what to eat, this, that. Like
no, but that's part of the job. Forget that. You're showing up for that. Listen, even me. I'm even going on about, like, you know, I'm working and I'm doing this. Yeah, I want my plate to be full. You know what I mean? I want my plate to be full. So this is what's gonna come with it. Responsibilities. Do you know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, treat us equal because we can see it clear.
100%.
You cannot tell me that's not just racial undertones. You cannot. The Floyd situation, you cannot tell me there's not a problem.
Yeah, imagine this, actually. I was in the Owen Deverell's lap last week. And Jonathan Lafalabi's brother had a bad injury the year Deverell was in Foster. That was the year I was in Foster first time. Imagine Harry Kenny. Did he used to manage Pats, was it?
Yeah.
Harry Kenny.
Or Bray, one of them.
Harry Kenny walked into, I think Sam Afalabi, his name is. He goes, because, you know, there's always that player in Foster that's always injured. They never really train in that.
Yeah, I also got massages and that.
Yeah, he walked in, he goes, are you ready to train, you black bastard? And then, like, Deverell said Sam laughed, but, like, he didn't want to laugh. It was one of them, like, because Harry was always, like, racist to him. Like, he just laughed.
No, listen, this shit goes on behind the scenes. And like I said before, but what we need to, in every field, lawyers, teachers, football coaches, I'm screaming and shouting here, yeah? We need to start getting people that look like us in these positions. Like yesterday, if Micah Richards was not on that panel yesterday, Pogba would have been slated.
No one was defending him.
And even the way Richards defended him, yeah, because I remember before Richards, I don't know what he said. I think it was something about to do with the Black Lives Matter stuff, and they caned him a bit, yeah. But even me yesterday, I wanted when Souness turned his back on, I wanted him to go in on him. There's your chance, go in on him. You know what I mean? But he has to, like, play play up to the white man, if I can say.
That's what a lot of
This is what I don't think I can ever go mainstream because I'm too. This shit. It really. I can never go mainstream.
A lot of us do
because black people will never get jobs again.
A lot of us do. When we're going to these football teams, we are playing up to the white man because that's the only way to get in. Because that's what
It'll never be my way to get in.
Yeah, I know.
I'll never play up to no white man.
That's
never.
me.
See, with me, when it comes to when I look at it, yeah, when they talk about Martin Luther King and Malcolm, I'm Malcolm. Straight violence. Straight. Martin was all about peace. Fuck that. Malcolm was on smoke. That's what I'm on. I will never play with to no white man.
Even me,
never.
My mates would be saying to me, would you not just give Crumlin a go, Archer a go, Leinster Senior? I say no. And the boys think, I'd even shout, even Nathan will be like, but he's not a footballer, not, it's his own fault. I look at them all directly in the eye and I always say this. I said, I'd rather not play football at all than play Leinster Senior. And even just a 1% chance, if I was to go back, I'd maybe consider Bluebell because the diversity that's there.
That's where the
I
people,
remember being
shout out to you, Mario. I know what you're doing. I know your game plan. Fair play to you because that's what I'm saying. He would not be doing that. You can't brush everyone because I remember. Yeah. So again, facts for these people, yeah. So I think it was the first game of the season or second game of the season, whatever it was, yeah. This is facts. People heard shit, yeah.
Oh, no, it was a friendly.
It was a friendly.
I know what you're gonna say, yeah.
And someone goes, "There's too many black players on the pitch," and he heard about it,
yeah,
and he snapped.
He went over to.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't dust everyone under the same brush.
I'm not. Even and when
it is a problem.
Yeah, it is.
But you can't put everyone in the same brush. Yeah, he snapped.
It is.
That's the problems that we're dealing with.
And even
because they will get attention like that.
Yeah.
Every game they're gonna go to, they're gonna get attention like that. Because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Because it's unknown to people that you can have so many black players playing on one team and they're all starting and one's the fucking captain.
100%. Even me, like I'm not painting all these under the one brush. And when I'm complaining about managers and all, I'm just complaining over what they've done to me.
From your experience, yeah.
I'm not saying these managers are the reason why I'm not playing at a high level because obviously I have to look at myself first. Because obviously my own actions and my own mistakes is why I'm still sitting here 22 and I'm not even playing semi-pro football as well. But the stuff that I've went through, I even said to Nathan the other day, I said, I don't think I'm too good for Crumlin. I don't think I'm too good for Blue Bell. I don't think I'm too good for Leinster Senior. I'm too good to be sitting on the bench for someone that's 100 kg that can't even play, that's not even half as good as me. I'm definitely too good for that.
Look, we're gonna have to wrap it up in a minute, but this is how I knew my Leinster Senior career, and I'll never go back. This is the reason why I went.
I'll tell you.
I was going Saturday football training, and a fellow was having a smoke before training. I said that's it. I'm done now.
My career was done yeah. After Fairhouse, I went back to Hearts, yeah. Obviously, I played for Hearts for 5 years. So there's me thinking, and Hearts were in the third or fourth highest league, and Paulie got me up. He wasn't the manager, he was the assistant. The fella was James Craven, he was like the Kildare manager. They put me in the Saturdays goodie. The fella was like the old Jobestown manager. All pub heads lot playing. We played a FAI junior game. Kev Simpson bet my manager around on the sideline and he got sent off. Then Hearts mixed with Fairhouse. I went on trial with Wexford League of Ireland for 2 weeks. I went up training with Hearts. Peter Flood, the first team manager, told the manager that his attitude and training was shit and all that shit. James texted me. He was like, you have to register to the new club. You have to pick up your attitude and train. I screenshot the message before I came here. I goes, don't mind that bloody fella, he's a lawyer. He texted me at 12:30. Then I texted him at 1:30 because I was working at Smith's. I was working nights. He goes, you're a madman texting me at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's as if I rang with the wake up. He goes, you're a madman texting me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Go find a new club. Hearts mixed with Fairhouse. The transfer window was closed, so he knew if he didn't register me, I couldn't play football until the next season. So I was left there with no club. Like, couldn't even play Saturdays because Study was a Saturday manager.
Quickly, Sean, yeah, because I wanted to do this real quick, yeah. I'm intrigued by this, yeah. Obviously, promote your business towards the end. So what are you doing business-wise?
At the minute, obviously, I'm still training a bit, but I'm selling retro jerseys.
At your Instagram
jerseys,
and stuff like that?
Football jerseys. It's at Retro Jerseys FC on Instagram. I only have an Instagram.
Follow me, doing retro kits and that, good prices and stuff. And quickly, yeah, run through it. Formation first and your best 11 that you've played with.
4-3-3.
Lovely, love that formation.
I'm not putting myself.
What are you playing? 2 sitting?
I'm playing one sitting, 2 8s.
2 8s, lovely.
There's going to be a bit of boys in this.
Doesn't matter, go. It's your best players you played with.
In goal, Reece Kelly. I would have never won anything without him.
Season 2, when you're back on, I need to explain. This Reece was a freak.
He was in the debate for best player I ever played with as well, and he's a goalkeeper, so that speaks a lot. Roy Full, Calvin Megan, complete package, gentleman, trainer, best trainer ever. Centre half, I played with Cian Mooney in Foss. He's playing for Bangor first team now. And then the other centre half, John Ross Wilson, playing for.
I love that name for some reason.
Double barrel name, that's why.
Yeah, John Ross Wilson.
He's playing for Shell's first team now. I was in the Foss with him. Left full, Sean Ralph. I never really played with left full. He stand out though. Played with him at Crumlin. Bang on. I love the dribbling boys. Bang on.
So who's your sitting?
Sitting midfielder? No doubt. Jerry McNeville.
Oh yeah.
And then
he was the best tactically at coach there. He could understand. You were all running around like ticks, but he could understand tactics.
I wasn't. Centre mid. This is biased, but you have to put them in as a pair. And when he turned it on. Carl. Yeah. I had to put him in there.
He's like a Ramsey type of rise in the box late. Yeah.
And then Sean Quinn from Aiden's, the blonde one, that one that lives in Kilton on. And then left wing, Liam Brady. I had to put him in there. Quality player. I've done the Foss with him. Unbelievable player. Good player. And then right wing, he was one of the first ones on the team sheet because just the memories he gave me, the quality that he has in this left foot is crazy. And his IQ, Brian Safola.
Brian falls in that category of attitude as well.
Yeah, he does.
He has all the ability in the world.
All the ability in the world.
That's where kind of they pin us back. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
Brian was one of them. You know when you were playing bad, like you turned around, because obviously I was one of the better players on the team. You turned around and you'd be like, you didn't even have to shout. You'd just be like, Sean, come on, pick it up. And straight away I'd wake up and be like, yeah, come on. And up front, there's actually no debate whatsoever. Toby Afolabi, what a fucking striker. He had that.
Son Barber as well, if he takes back. Fucking clown of a fella. But look, listen, we'll I'm sorry for cutting you because we're obviously production is over there whispering and all. So look, thanks, brother. Yeah, love and appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, guys. See you in a bit.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
Turn me up, kid, Spiral.